Namaste friends, welcome back to the Sarthi Technology. In the last video, we have discussed how to get the values from the database, and now in this video, we will learn how to update the values. Okay, so for example, we have this ball and its description, but we want just update this value. For example, we want just update the description or price. So in this video, we will learn how to perform updation. And for that, again, first we need to create one endpoint and one CRUD operation. Okay. So first let's start with the endpoint. And to update, generally we use put. Okay. So here app dot put, and here items item ID. Okay, so we will put the item ID so that we can tell the FastAPI which row we want to update. And after that, response model. So response model is item. Def item ID, that is int. Okay, and then item okay, so item update and the session. So db depends get db. Okay, so here item ID will be int, and this item update is the same that we have created here. Okay, and in this case any of the value could be null. Now db underscore item equal to crud, and now we need to create function in the crud. So again define a new function, update item, session item underscore id item update. Okay, so we will have session item id and the item update. Now we will just query, so db underscore item equal to db dot query, and here models dot item. Okay, so where we are just putting our query in the item table. Okay, now filter. So filter is very necessary because we are just performing our operation on a particular item ID. So models dot item dot id equal to item id. Okay, dot first. So this will return the first item based on the item ID that user provided. Okay, so you can see this is the same as we have used in the get item based on the ID. Okay, so using this we will get the item. Now first we need to check that the item ID is not null. So if db underscore item, okay, so if this is not null, then we will create one for loop. Okay, so for key comma value in item dot dict, and you know that this dict is deprecated. So instead of this dict, we need to use model dump. Okay, so just copy and paste. Okay, so model dump, and here exclude unset and true dot items. Okay, so what this is doing? So first we will run a for loop. So this for loop run on all the items in this object, and this model underscore dump will convert the item update Pydantic model into dictionary. Okay, so we are just converting this into dictionary, and that key and value we will catch here. Okay, this exclude underscore unset is responsible to include only those fields that the user actually provided in the request. Okay, set attribute db underscore item and key value. Okay, so this line will set the key and value in the db underscore item. Okay, in this. Now db dot commit, and the next is refresh. So db dot refresh, and return. Now in case of this is null, we will just return none. Okay, so this is the update item operation. Now let's move to the main, and here we will just call that. Okay, so crud dot update db equal to db item id equal to item id, and item equal to item. Now if db underscore item is none, we will raise http exception. So raise http exception, status code will be 404, that is item not found, and detail we will put item not found. Otherwise return item. Okay, now let's check. So here we have this put, and for example in our database you can see the price of ball is 450, and let's make it 500. So the item ID is 2. So item ID is 2 and price is 500. And let's remove these two things. Execute, and you can see the response. The price is 500. Okay, and in the database you can also test this. So price is 500. Okay, so this was the third CRUD operation, that is update. So now you know how to update the item. In the next video we will learn how to perform delete operation. So thanks for watching this video. See you in the next. Till then, bye.